Hello everyone, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition. Last time we had an awkward interaction whilst exploring with some vines that got Wyll killed, but reverting back to a quick save because I really don't think that's the fair kind of character death that we should be having. We managed to work our way back round to the Myconoid village and we've been given access to this area here that has supposedly some magical items in it. So we've got the Shadow of Mesobaizan, although it says that it's red if we pick it up. Now, I thought we were given these things because it wasn't going to be stealing. So let's see how this goes. And so that is not the Helmet of Grit. Shadow of Menzoberranzan. You sense the shadows that envelop this Drowcraft cowl, eagerly awaiting to envelop you and shield you from view. Grants the action Shrouded in Shadow. Now, we've already used our Scorching Ray this long rest, so we can pop that on. And where was that? Shrouded in Shadow. Become invisible. The spell breaks if you attack, cast another spell, perform an action, or take damage. Concentration required. Recharge once per long rest. I will take it. And what of this deceased one here? Cash, poison, and onyx. A backpack or two. Scrolls we cannot cast. Empty potion bottle is no good to us. We could take the cheese and the pears, but I don't think we need to. I'll take the scrolls. We can just sell them on. And let's read the hidebound journal. One favour, one faithful servant. That is all I summoned, no more and no less than Malice Duerden had ever, or indeed the mother of lusts herself. The yokel was quite a sight in all its forms. I'd read of its foul odour, but I found it intoxicating, like rosewater. So it smashed a few artifacts, hissed at a master. The Archmage should have revered me for such a conjuring. Instead, he threatened to curse me, to make me a drider. Yet my time will come. Soon I will return to Mesobarazan and Sorce. Then the Archmage will worship me. I will be served. Very interesting. I wonder, it said, what did it... you return to these places. I wonder if these places will be places we can get in the full campaign, or whether they are just places from the previous Baldur's Gate games. In the lore, I don't know. Also, I have noticed after the last round, we now have the Bliss Spores on Wyll. Has a +1 d6 bonus to attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws. So we're going to want to keep this round of long resting going as long as we can. So in that spirit, let's have Grace cast Saloon's Dream on Wyll.
This medicatrix.
He gets 5 healing, does not fall asleep.
Sharp as ever.
Let's take another potion then for some more healing. We have plenty of them. 28 of 31 seems plenty to me. So let's hop into the map of the Underdark. This was where the guy died in the explosion in the field. This is where Susabark exists. We ignored this whole section on the left so far. Did a lap of the Underdark beach. Sovereign Glut is stuck in the middle of nowhere, of course. Then somewhere around here, our imp found the hole you can jump down, although we were unable to do that at the time. And then there's some kind of exit from the Underdark down here that I'm not aware of, I think. And then there's the ruined tower on this side. So let's go towards the ruined tower. It's something I know. I think there's plenty of supplies there. So we got there coming out of this exit previously. Do we want to go the same direction? Yeah, it's kind of this lower left side, isn't it? We will have Glut. Is it Glut? Yeah, we'll have Glut catch up when we navigate our way around there. I don't know if we are still at risk of being attacked by the bullet again. So that is something that I'm constantly ever so slightly paranoid about, but if it hasn't healed in the interim, should be an easy enough fight. Right, that is not the direction we want to go. We want to get back around here. Can we get across this way? Looks like a no. So we're going to have to go all the way through the decrepit village, back up to this way here, and by clicking there, fortunately our character is going to auto-path their way there, which is good for me. Lets me be a smidge lazy. Let's get Glut getting on point with things, now that we've passed them in one direction or another. His pathfinding, assuming it's a he, I'm not really sure, isn't quite as user-friendly as everybody else's. Like, everyone else can walk to here, and you can walk to there and then along to here. So I don't know why you couldn't walk across all in one go in the first place. But hey, we're here, we're getting it done, one step at a time. I said one step at a time. Literally, apparently. If you could jump over, we'll grab everybody else. No, you don't like this corner either, apparently.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
I mean, it probably is blood. Let's be honest. Down here, what else is it going to be? It doesn't rain down here. Although, I'm pretty sure there are some instances of locations on Earth where caves can be so large they have their own weather systems. Okay. We've made it to the staircase. Let's get stealthy. And why not send in the disposable ahead of us? Got some large walls. We've got a blue thing and a line. That doesn't look remotely threatening. Arcane turret. Well, it seems that so long as we stay behind cover, we'll be fine. I have vague memories of this place, but I think I've only done this entire encounter once. Right, well that went great. However, I'm pretty sure Eldritch Blast will do a number on these things.
Scorch marks. Watch your step. Caution, tread lightly, and so forth.
Right, well let's... I mean, I don't really want to put the torch down. Grace, you have dark vision now, so we're going to separate you from the party.
Keeping my head down.
Alright, we got into turn-based mode, and it's not constantly attacking us. Critical miss is not going to help our case, though. Should be safe behind this rock, question mark. Glut, I'm not going to engage with you. Thank you very much. Wyll, you can stay there. Grace. Did not get shot.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Oh, come on. Can't critical miss twice in a row. That's just rude. Also, our deep gnome is nowhere to be seen. Gnome-where to be seen. There's another white line. There's another turret. Right, well, let's deal with the one we can see first. Please. Thank you. I appreciate that. Now, we can come up this piece of cliff here. That looks a bit safer. So let's hop out of turn-based mode. Get back to sneaking. We get some experience for just about nothing, it seems. Now, I'm going to guess that our line of sight from here is not going to do it. We have to climb up in order to fire. And that is a miss. And we get shot. I didn't put us back in turn-based mode. That is why. We took 4 damage for some reason. Why did we take 4 damage? We got blasted back immediately. Alright. Slightly awkward. Hopefully we don't get shot. Let's bring Wyll into the fold. Please don't shoot me. Thank you ever so much for not shooting me. Alright. We'll come out of turn-based mode then. For a second. Can we get a shot over this wall? A bronze ingot. Seems like that should be worth more than it is. Path is interrupted. Can we get higher? Path is still interrupted. Target is too far now. Alright, we're going up the stairs then. Whoever or whatever is inside this tower does not want company, do they? Right. Turn-based mode is on. We step out. We fire. We miss. We step back in. We swap to Grace.
Got a long road ahead.
We fire.
Over with.
So many critical misses against these turret things. I am worried about standing right there right now. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. Probably should have hexed this thing first, although we're not currently concentrating on hex because we died, so... Alright, that's a good hit.
No time to rest.
Grace, if you could just do 3 damage, please. Thank you. Okay. I think we are safe again for a moment. We can come out of turn-based mode. Now, is there any other extra interesting stuff around here? We saw a bronze ingot. There's a chest there. And there's quite a large sigil on the ground. Doesn't appear to be trapped. DC 15. No will or no guidance because we haven't got the right jewellery on, but we don't need it. Doing just grand. Oh. Open the chest. Light Warhammer +1 with the Searing Smite level 1 evocation spell. And 2 silver ingots. So it's an interesting weapon. Searing Smite is a paladin or a hexblade spell usually, but of course don't have those in the game yet. I hate that you can't refresh the type that you're sorting by without having to go in and out of 2 parts of the menu. But it's a... Do we have proficiency with a light... Oh, it's not a Warhammer, it's just a light hammer. So it's 1d4 plus 1 bludgeoning damage, light dippable. So that means, if we hop over here... Now our strength is only 10. However, that is better than Wyll's 9, because on odd numbers counting down, 10 is a 0, 9 is a -1. So it's definitely going to be something that Grace would prioritize. But we can take off the Warg Fang here, because we're not attacking goblins at the moment. And then, where did the hammer go? It's a light hammer. We seem to be proficient with it. So we can equip it, and then we get the Searing Smite spell. So it will do 1d4 plus 3 piercing, 1d6 fire damage. Your weapon flares with white hot intensity. It deals an extra 1d6 fire damage and marks the target with a Searing Smite. A target with Searing Smite takes 1d6 fire damage every turn until it succeeds a Constitution saving throw. Alright, so we continue to develop our bag of tricks. That's once per long rest. But we can still offhand attack with it for 1d4 plus 1 bludgeoning damage. There's other light hammers and the like, but I'm not going to worry too much about that other minutia. Now, before we go careening through the front doors, I would like Wyll to get me an impy buddy. Thank you, Wyll. So with flight, we have a lot easier a time getting around to look at interesting things. There's a gate there and a balcony over here. Can we jump that far? Not enough space. Target is too far. So we can't fly infinitely far, which kind of annoys me, because if you can fly, you can exist in 3D space, or at least you should be able to. Making it so that flight really just means kind of hover 3 feet above something else doesn't feel quite the same. But these mushrooms are large enough to be stood on, or at least flown over, which presumes we can stand on them also if we wish. Question is, could you get an entire adventuring party down here? This looks like a slightly more deadly jump, doesn't it? And this also does not look terribly friendly for those without good acrobatics. But we can get down here to this rear garden, and they have Sousa blooms of their own growing, as well as presumably a bunch of other stuff around here. Now, here's a classic for you. Ornate door, 36 hit points. Claws. Oh yeah. Who needs a locked door when you've got claws? So, let's get invisible, because we can. We've got a bunch of precious stones. We've got a staircase that we can't see through that piece of doorway there. Books about Sousa bark. withered petals, strange machines. And then if we come up this staircase, what do we find? We've got gilded chests, strange elevators. The imp cannot press the ascend button. And that is about all. So, we've got some interesting things ahead of us. We've scouted down this bottom side, but I think we're going to have to find our own way in. So I invite you to join me next time, where we will start really truly exploring this peculiar tower. Thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.